for today's cup of coffee.
Cup of coffee.
I have an article that came out a few days ago, and I found it very strange.
What was it?
And this was from Daily Mail by Stacy Liberatore, and it was January the 26th of 2024.
Wait. You just say that it's strange, and
Yes.
then you're like...
Yes.
What's your definition of strange? We have all sorts of strangeness.
Yes.
How strange is strange?
But bizarre. Bizarre that this was an article and a thing, and I don't... Because I'm aware, I do not trust. It says that U.S. officials do not have the capabilities to defend America against a hypothetical alien invasion, internal Pentagon watchdogs have determined. Well, hell, it's already here. And a newly declassified document found the Department of Defense, or the DoD, lacks comprehensive or coordinated effort to track and analyze UFOs, which have been rebranded Unidentified Anomalous Phenomena, or UAP, in recent years. And the Office of Inspector General, the OIG, made the eerie conclusion that this blind sight in the DoD's defensive capabilities, quote, poses a threat to military forces and national security, end quote.
Wait, what?
Stay with me. It'll be clear as mud here in just a few minutes. To address the issues identified in this report, the OIG has made 11 recommendations. Not 9, not 10, not 12, not 13. 11. For anybody who dared doubt that this shit really is going on.
11.
Including
22.
The enforcement of protection policies and the development of new tools in the event of an extraterrestrial attack. The evolution of the DID's actions regarding unidentified anomalous phenomena, previously issued August of 2023, states, quote, DoD efforts to identify and understand UAP has been irregular because of competing priorities, lack of substantive progress, and inconclusive findings. However, military pilots have continued to report UAP incidents despite the sporadic efforts of the DoD to identify, report, and analyze the events, end quote. The 2023 report was a collection of evaluations on whether the Pentagon, military branches, defense agencies, and counterintelligence organizations conducted actions, quote, to detect, report, collect, analyze, and identify UAP, end quote. OIG concluded, quote, the DoD has not issued a comprehensive UAP response plan that identifies roles, responsibilities, requirements, and coordination procedures for detecting, reporting, collecting, analyzing, and identifying UAP incidents, end quote. Well, I thought that was the whole point of that new branch, the AARO, or ARROW.
Yeah.
Was supposed to do all that. It says the agency conducted the work for the evaluation from May 2021 through June 2023 and interviewed presidential and DoD policies, directives, and guidance. Those individuals are tasked with establishing requirements for intelligence gathering, counterintelligence, force protection, and civil liberty protections for, and this was also weird, the rest of that statement was gone. In the article, it just stopped.
Why?
Don't know.
For some reason it was redacted?
No, I mean, it was just gone. And then it picks up with this quote, which is, as a result, the DoD response to UAP incidents is uncoordinated and concentrated within each military department, end quote. In July of 2022, the Pentagon set up the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, ARROW, that's what we were alluding to earlier, to handle reports of UAPs. ARROW is responsible for synchronizing and standardizing the collection, analysis, and identification of UAP incidents. However, OIG has questioned the abilities of the nation to organize and defend itself in a summary of the classified report. OIG found that due to a lack of DoD level guidance, Aero has not developed a formal process to detect and report on unidentified objects in U.S. skies. Yeah. UAPs are designated as special interest items among military officials who require air crews to document and report sightings within 24 hours of shutting down the engines of their own aircraft. Some of those unexplained observations have been sent to Aero, but the report noted that the DoD does not require military services to do so.
What? Why?
Yeah, because they don't want to hear about it. They don't want to fucking hear about it. OIG determined in a 16-page document, quote, DoD components have largely excluded geographic combatant commands, which are responsible for detecting, deterring, and preventing threats and attacks against the United States and its territories, possessions, and bases in the respective areas of responsibility in developing UAP policies and procedures, end quote. To address the issues identified in the report, the DoD OIG said they have made 11 recommendations to the Undersecretary of Defense for Intelligence and Security. For example, OIG recommended that the DoD issue a policy to integrate roles, responsibilities, requirements, and coordinate procedures regarding UAP into existing intelligence, counterintelligence, and force protection policies and procedures. The report also suggested the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff issue guidance to, quote, the geographic combatant commanders regarding unidentified anomalous phenomenon detection, reporting, collection, analysis, and identification within the area of responsibility, and stated at a minimum, the guidance should include tools to help commands determine the threats posed by unidentified anomalous phenomena, end quote. Inspector General Robert P. Storch announced the declassification of the report on Thursday, noting it was released due to the significant public interest in how the DoD is addressing UAPs. What? Storch stated in a statement, I think... No shit. He stated in a statement, quote, we are releasing this unclassified summary to be as transparent as possible with the American people about our oversight work on this important issue, end quote. So, now, within this, it makes your head reel just trying to read this and have a little bit and try to glean something out of this. Mm-hmm. The fact that this is a thing
is scary.
Yeah, because who in the hell, what kind of Defense Department of any nation would admit that they're unprepared for anything?
I don't know that they're really unprepared. There's something else going on that they don't want us to know.
Coffee slurp incoming.
If you're not going to slurp, I'm going to slurp.
You can do that because I would end up over here strangling myself. Now, you got to remember that here in the United States, the Department of Defense is located at the Pentagon. And this comes from their website, and I will include that link in the description box. Their national defense budget is $841.4 billion.
Huh.
Although there have been trillions unaccounted for. And yet, if you over under whatever 5 cents that the IRS, they want to harass the peoples.
Yeah.
And so they have, as far as service members and civilians, 3.4 million. And they have 4,800 sites in over 160 countries. Why?
But why?
Yeah. And it says, it comes from their website, the Army, Marine Corps, Navy, Air Force, Space Force, and Coast Guard are the armed forces of the United States. Now, the Army National Guard and the Air National Guard are reserve components of their services and operate in part under state authority.
What?
National Guard, I mean, that's one of those
What?
that there's also, as far as each states have got their own things that are going on. So within this, like I said, I found this very odd. No military is going to admit a weakness.
No.
That doesn't make any sense. None. And I know that one of the UAPs that had been recently reported, it was this sphere that had this box inside it.
Mm-hmm.
That they thought that was some new form of Chinese drone. And it was going over military bases.
Ew. Ew, did they shoot it down?
Of course not.
Well, if something is near our military bases or something, like those fucking
Are they
balloons.
still ours? That's my question right now. Are they still ours?
It's a good question. It really is. It's a damn good question.
So that's why I found this report. It wasn't just about the UFOs or the UAPs or anything like that. This is something else, and it's going to take a bigger brain than mine to figure out what the hell this is.
You know how possums play possum?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is their way of trying to play possum.
Oh, it could be.
Before an attack.
Well, it could be as far as if they do have the reverse engineered shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they're going to have some kind of an excuse to use that.
Right.
So would that go in with Project Bluebeam?
Yeah. Yeah.
To sit there and go, oh, we didn't do nothing. That was aliens.
That's what it is.
The aliens that they did that. They blew that up.
They're playing possum. I cannot tell you why they're playing possum, but that's what they're doing.
Well, I don't know.
They're playing like, oh, we can't do shit. When in actuality,
it's just one of those. And I know that we do have people waking up left and right on these things. I just pray to God that there's time. Yeah. But within this, it's a matter of prayer of that God will confuse the minds of the enemy, that the enemies will turn and attack each other, and that he will close the mouths of lying spirits. Mm-hmm. And it's like this. Some of these prayers they're inspired from Psalms. And one of the things about liars, one of the prayers that was used in Psalms, talked about let their tongues cleave to the roofs of their mouths, because we have got lying spirits everywhere, and the cyber Satan is right there with it.
What does that mean, cleave to the roofs of their mouths?
Did you ever wake up and it's like your tongue is stuck to the roof of your mouth where your mouth is so dry?
Oh, yeah.
There you go. That's what that means.
Okay.
That's a similar thing. Yeah.
Cotton mouth.
Yeah.
Bad cotton mouth.
Yeah. And it's just like, it's crazy. There's amongst people who have addiction issues, there is a rehab saying that says, how do you know when an addict is lying? Their mouths are moving. Let me tell you something. I would trust a full-blown, still using meth head before I would trust anybody that's says they're from the government.
Yeah. And that's a sad thing.
Mm-hmm. So, the crackheads and the meth heads, they got more credibility in my book. But that's just my honest
because they're just fucked
opinion.
Up people. It's not that they're necessarily bad people.
No, they're just broken people.
Yeah.
But that don't mean that you let them in your house either.
No, you don't let them in your house. No, you stay on the porch, honey.
Yeah.
You stay on the porch.
Yeah, because
you ain't going to my house. I'm not going to have my stuff missing.
Because they got an unclean spirit on them. They really do. They're captives of the enemy.
That, and I ain't going to have no, what is it? The swipers.
Huh?
The swipers.
Thieves?
There's a name for it, the klepto.
Oh, no, they don't. That ain't no klepto. That's somebody that can't help themselves. They just flat out because they steal your shit to sell it so they can go out and get high again. Because they're possessed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. These other people are doing this of their own free will. Final thoughts on this one. I told you it was an odd story. It was a really, really odd story.
Mr. Jesus.
Yeah. I've been crying out to Mr. Jesus lots.
Mr. Jesus, help us.
Help us now. Is that your final thoughts?
Yeah.
If you've had...
That's all I got.
That's it. That's enough. If you've had experiences with paranormal and supernatural encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids...
Big feet.
Oh.
What did the people say about the big feet?
Nobody didn't say much because it's on the weekend and we got to do lots of kinds of fuckery over the weekend when
y'all
we
missed
didn't have
out?
as many viewers.
Y'all missed out on the big feet.
It's when we put the really freaky shit up.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyhow, the email cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com and the that'll be there in the description box and the link to the article. I really would like for you all to sort of look into this. Mm-hmm. And maybe there's something there that I've missed, quite possibly something there that I missed, but I am interested in, listener comments about this.
I think they're playing possum. That's what I think.
I don't know. It's just like there is this sense of unease.
Right? You can feel it.
Yeah.
It's coming on. But we already knew, because, for example, like, did you not see that the UK was going to war? Like, they're having their people, like, sign up now?
Well, war is big business.
Mm-hmm.
War is big business. And then as far as there will be wars and rumors of wars.
While literally everybody in their country is like, no, we don't want to go to war.
Mm-hmm. What happened if somebody decided to throw a war and nobody came?
Right.
Uh-huh.
Oh, but that wouldn't happen because they would force people.
Who are they? There's more of it. David Icke has been saying this for a long time. There's a whole lot more of just the regular people than there is of the ones trying to control the regular people. And at some point...
But who's going to fight?
At some point, the regular people will understand that.
I'm hoping that they are coming to an understanding now.
Well, there's several people, and they keep talking about a great awakening, and please God, let it be now.
Mm-hmm.
So, you want to do your spiel?
If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and most of all, subscribe, and click that notification button for daily notifications of our daily uploads, even though the bell doesn't work half the time. Just click it anyway for good luck, alright? Just give it a little ding.
We are so lost in the recesses of analog hell.
I want to go back to analog. Okay. Analog was simpler.
It's all right. That and the what is it? The analytics and the algorithms and the bullshit. And that's what it is. We do not serve cyber Satan, so therefore we have been yeeted. And that's all right because we sell in cup by cup, prayer by prayer.
Digital is not... Digital, no joke, is more difficult to use at points than analog.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. That really doesn't surprise me. But anyhow, do what you gotta do. Share it if you want to share it.
Have it good.
The main thing is, seriously, continue in prayer. Know that you are very loved. Remember that joy is our strength. And don't make the devil's job easy.
Yep.
Mm-mm.
Don't make it say, screw you.
Absolutely.
I'm going to shine bright.
Absolutely. Let that little light shine.
Yep. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Whoa.
Yep. And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cut.
Yeah.
Bye.